What's good, everyone? Night Cage here. Welcome back, man. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday. Had some good food over the holidays, and that's good because now it's time to hit the treadmill. So it's time to start working out, guys. Got to get it back together now. Um, so we're back to the campaign that we've been doing. We've been running this collaborative solitaire campaign. Just want to put it out there really quickly, man. What's going on Vesper Prime, which is where Charles Pope's campaign is being held, and what's going on Hoth, planet Hoth, where we currently are. Um, they affect each other. It's one story. It's one big story, guys. It's not two different stories. It's one big story that's being played out on two different planets from the perspective of the Ultramarines. Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Sisters, Death Guard on Vesper Prime, and a small Khorne warband. And here on Hoth, it's the World Eaters, Angron's Chosen, the Inquisition, Sisters of Battle, Guard, Necrons, and Flesh Terrors. All of these guys are tied into the same story, so you have to really watch both sides. What you see here is Lord Hrathgar Furar. He's the Conqueror. He's the 5th Cauldron Lord in the Chosen of Angron Warhost, and these are his 2 lieutenants. So what you're going to hear here is Hrathgar's dialogue between him and the High Marshal Octavius Dred of the Death Guard on Vesper Prime. The two are collaborating about plans that they have for the seats of power and the lantern keys. And with the 8th sacrifice, the war opens to Hoth. Hrathgar's hordes emerge. The Inquisitor's fears have come true. The Exalted High Lord, Hrathgar Furar, 5th Cauldron Lord of Angron's Chosen Warhost, spoke to the High Marshal Octavius Dred of the Death Guard Legion. Captain Coolblood had failed in his quest to obtain the seat of Khorne at the cost of his life. Hrathgar laughed coldly. That wretched weakling is not worth my words. Lord Angron tires of his failings, as do I. This minor setback will not halt our plans. The Cauldron Lord looked over at the High Marshal through his view screen, and with a cold hissing voice, he said coldly, I am promoting Kalmer to aspiring champion over the Khorne hordes on Vesper Prime. My orders are simple. Retrieve that seat at all costs. Success will earn my favor and the title Exalted Champion of the Sons of Kalmer. And Dred, as he referred to the High Marshal Octavius Dred. With Kalmer's failure, see to it that he joins that wretched orc filth, Hrathgar says with a roar in his voice. Meanwhile, the colonist Talia has received word that the rumors are true. The seats of power, if you guys saw the previous video, you will understand what we're referring to when we say the seats of power. I'm not going to really give you guys too much information because I want you to kind of follow the campaign so you can get the story as it's coming out. But I try to, for those that's just joining in, I try to put a little information out there. The colonist Talia is in a real situation right now. So the seats of power are not myth, it turns out. They're real. And colonist Amon and her forces have retrieved the seat of Khorne and are relocating it to the Agrippina sector. But with this truth, Talia now knows that the lantern is actually the key to unlocking the seat's power, and the Inquisitor seeks it in silence. The Inquisitor has been spreading the lies. The Inquisitor has been telling everybody that it's Necron Archaeotech that he's seeking, and that this lantern is like a Necron artifact. But it really is a key to a very old seat of power, one dedicated to each of the Chaos Gods. And there's a 5th seat dedicated to the Emperor, but I won't divulge that information right now. Talia and Amon both agree to investigate the Inquisitor, but for now, they have no evidence, and until they do, they're sworn to obey. Amon agrees to confiscate the Chaos artifact from the Ultramarines captain that took it from Captain Coolblood. In addition, and this was really bad on the sisters' end, because they're kind of trying to cover up this mess without letting it spill over into the Space Marine chapters, but it's too late because Captain Miravis of the Ultramarines has already contacted 2nd Company Captain Sicarius and told him that they've captured the seat of Khorne. And now the Space Marine chapters, Sicarius has already told Chapter Master Seth. The Dark Angels and the Space Wolves also know. So now they know that the Inquisition has been covering this whole thing up and using the Necrons as kind of a front for this charade. So the Space Marine chapters are furious with the Ordo Hereticus and the Ordo Malleus now. Well, not the Ordo Malleus because they hadn't arrived yet, but the Inquisition, because they now know that they've been covering up a very dangerous truth. And that's currently where we are. So I'm going to get on to the mission. So after this video, you guys will get to see the mission. And there's a little dialogue in the mission, but it's only like 2 minutes long. And then we're going to get on to the mission. So thank you guys for watching. Look out for mission number 5, I believe it is for me. Mission number 5 coming up.